This is a sports catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather, ho there, Chef Carter. I'm welcoming you to a sports catastrophe birthday boy, and this is the only video for today. So, for October 28th, and the man involved is a legendary running back for the Denver Broncos. Well, he's 49 today, but he played all his career, 95 to 2001, with the Denver Broncos, the all-time leading rusher in Denver history, and actually has the most single-season postseason touchdowns with 8. So 8 touchdowns in one postseason, which he did in 97. And known for the Mile High Salute. And he's in the Hall of Fame since 2017. So that's Terrell Davis, if you must know. Terrell Davis actually joined the team at Long Beach State in college. But after budget problems, Long Beach State decided to eliminate its football program. Davis would transfer to the University of Georgia and would back up Garrison Hurst. After Hurst graduated, Davis would be the top running back for the 93 season. He did okay, but he had a hamstring tear in his senior season. But he still did pretty well. All that. Davis was kind of injury prone. And he didn't go far. In the 95 NFL draft, he was drafted in the 6th round, and he was actually a sixth string tailback. But he impressed a lot of people on the coaching staff, especially being on special teams. He kept getting better and better, and he actually was starting running back for the opening game of the Broncos. With Davis at running back, the Broncos actually had a good running attack, because Denver would always do well to get to the Super Bowl, but it's on their passing game. Their running backs were not really very special, if I may say so myself. So anyway, Davis was a hero. He scored 1,117 rushing yards. In fact, he became the lowest drafted player to gain 1,000 yards rushing in his rookie season. Then Davis was on a 5-year deal for $6.8 million total. I mean, the guy freaking was drafted in the 6th round. And within 1 year, he puts up over 1,100 rushing yards, and now he gets a 5-year contract. Wow. However, that season, he did better. He got 1,500 plus running yards with 13 rushing touchdowns, a Broncos record, helping the Broncos to go to 13-3. And a lot of people thought the Broncos were going to finally get that Super Bowl. But no, they didn't even get to the Super Bowl. They lost their first postseason game in the divisional round against Jacksonville. They'll pay. It's karma for the newspaper calling them the Jaguars, the Jaguars. However, Terrell Davis would do much better in the 97 season, hitting 1,750 yards with 15 rushing touchdowns. The Broncos had to face Jacksonville again in their first playoff game, but Terrell Davis and the Broncos blew Jacksonville out of the water. He ran for over 100 yards in each of the 4 postseason games. Did I mention that Denver was a wildcard team when they got to the Super Bowl and won it, Super Bowl 32? Well, Kansas City was 1 game better than the Broncos. So that's why Denver had to be slipped into a wildcard game. They hosted Jacksonville, they won. And then Denver got revenge on Kansas City winning the division by winning in Kansas City. And then the AFC title game. Who did they beat? I can't remember because it wasn't the Jets. That was the next year. I don't remember. I think it was the Steelers. But anyhow, Terrell Davis was named Super Bowl MVP in Super Bowl 32. He actually had to sit out the second quarter because of migraine headaches. Despite that, in 3 quarters of being healthy, he got 157 rushing yards and a Super Bowl. Whole record 3 rushing touchdowns. Broncos won, and they did it. In fact, not only did Terrell Davis's rushing prowess give the Broncos the Super Bowl they always wanted for John Elway, it broke the drought for the AFC, who had not won a Super Bowl in 13 years. Wow. In 1998, he broke into the stratosphere. 2,008 yards. He was the third player to hit 2,000 yards in NFL history. He was the MVP, obviously, and he finally won a rushing title. The Broncos went on to win the Super Bowl, and Terrell Davis was just good in that Super Bowl too. He had done a lot. That was the last time Davis would play in a postseason game. In his 8 postseason games, he would have 1,140 yards and 12 touchdowns. Amazing. He had 7 straight games of 100 rushing yards or more, which was a record. Broke John Riggins' record. Davis was fantastic. Unfortunately, though, that was the high point. After winning the second Super Bowl, Terrell Davis just got injured too many times. He tore the ACL and MCL of his right knee trying to make a tackle on an interception thrown against the Jets in the 4th game of the season. So Terrell Davis only played 13 games in the final 2 seasons of his career. And he would retire during the 2002 preseason. All that. He basically had injury problems. He looked pretty good. In his first 4 seasons, he had over 6,400 yards. Among all the Hall of Fame running backs, only Earl Campbell and Eric Dickerson had more yards than him. So that's just like, wow. Terrell Davis would only have 7 NFL seasons with 7,600 yards. So he averaged 1,000 yards a year, but he was injured too many times. Terrell Davis was finally named to the Hall of Fame in his 11th year of eligibility in 2017. So yeah, only 7 seasons. It was amazing how he did so well. But no. Anyway, he lives in Temecula, California with his wife Tamiko Nash. They have 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter. Davis was on the cover of NFL Game Day 99. And he was part of Madden 2006 as a player's mentor in the NFL Superstar mode. So anyway. So Terrell Davis was a correspondent for NFL Total Access. So that's not bad. Man, what could have been his injury played career. I mean, he could have been into the stratosphere, but guess not. Unfortunately. I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.